You know, when you hear about somebody passing away, you say that's, it's a terrible thing, but when it strikes home, that's terrible. Eats you up.
On a fateful day in March 1987, a young life was cut short in a devastating plane crash. Dean Paul Martin, the son of legendary crooner Dean Martin, lost his life when his military jet crashed into a mountainside in California's San Bernardino Mountains. The tragedy sent shockwaves through the entertainment world and left a family grieving the loss of a beloved son, brother, and father. Join us as Facts First presents the tragic plane crash that killed Dean Martin's son. Early life and family legacy. Dean Paul Martin Jr. was born November 17, 1951 in Santa Monica, California, to the legendary entertainer Dean Martin and his second wife, Jean Beager. Growing up in the spotlight, Dean Paul was surrounded by the glitz and glamour of Hollywood since the time he was born. Despite being born into a family of massive talent and fame, he was determined to carve his own path. As a child, he was exposed to the entertainment industry through his father's successful career as a singer, actor, and comedian. He witnessed firsthand the dedication and hard work required to succeed in show business, and rather than relying solely on his family name, he set out to explore his own talents and passion. This eventually led him to pursue careers in music, acting, sports, and aviation. His father, Dean, was a devoted family man who prioritized his children's happiness and well-being. Despite his busy schedule and the demands of his career, Dean made sure to be present in his children's lives. Growing up alongside his siblings, including older sister Gail and younger brother Ricky, Dean Paul learned the value of family, loyalty, and perseverance. Making waves in the music industry. Dean Paul Martin Jr.'s musical journey began at age 13 when he formed the pop group Dino, Desi and Billy with Desi Arnaz Jr. and Billy Hinchy.
Well, hello there, good old friend of mine. You've been reaching for yourself for such a long time.
The trio, consisting of the sons of famous entertainers, quickly gained attention in the music industry. With their boyish charm and undeniable talent, Dino, Desi, and Billy released their first single, I'm a Fool, in 1965. The song showcased Dean Paul's vocal abilities and quickly climbed the charts, peaking at number 17 on the Billboard Hot 100. The success of their debut single propelled the group into the spotlight, and they soon became teen idols. Following the success of I'm a Fool, Dino, Desi, and Billy released another hit single, Not the Loving Kind, which reached number 25 on the Billboard Hot 100. Their popularity continued to soar, and they made numerous television appearances, including on The Ed Sullivan Show and The Dean Martin Show. Dean Paul's time with Dino, Desi, and Billy proved a priceless learning experience. He honed his chops as a performer, developing a stage presence and a connection with the audience that served him well. Although their tenure was relatively short-lived, with the group disbanding in the late 60s, their impact was significant. They paved the way for future teen idols and showed that the children of famous entertainers could make a name for themselves in their own right. Athleticism and acting prowess. As Dean Paul Martin Jr. matured, he began to explore other avenues to showcase his diverse talents. While music had been his initial focus, he soon discovered a passion for sports, particularly tennis.
You been fishing long here?
Nope.
Nope, but you have you caught anything? Nope. No? Well, that's the last time I paid Ken Lane to let me fish here. I'll tell you that. Hey, Dino. But Dino.
In the mid-70s, he dedicated himself to honing his skills on the tennis court. He trained rigorously and competed in various tournaments, including the prestigious Wimbledon Championships. From 1975 to 78, he participated in the qualifying rounds at Wimbledon, showcasing his athletic prowess. Although he never quite reached the level of a top-ranked professional tennis player, his dedication to the sport was admirable. Alongside his athletic endeavors, Dean Paul also ventured into the world of acting. He made his film debut in the 1979 romantic drama Players, co-starring alongside Ali MacGraw. In the movie, Dean Paul portrayed a professional tennis player, drawing upon his real-life experiences and skills. His performance earned him critical acclaim. Dean Paul's natural charisma and screen presence shined through, and he was nominated for a Golden Globe Award for New Star of the Year. Following the success of Players, he continued to pursue acting opportunities. In the mid-'80s, he landed a starring role in the TV series Misfits of Science alongside Courtney Cox. The show, which aired for one season, showcased Dean Paul's versatility as an actor. Although his acting career was tragically cut short, his performances left a lasting impact on those who had the privilege of working with him and watching him on screen. His natural talent, combined with his dedication and passion for the craft, hinted at great potential he possessed as an actor. A passion for the skies. While he found success in entertainment and on the tennis court, his true calling lay in the world of aviation. From a young age, he developed a fascination with flying and a desire to take to the skies. At age 16, he obtained his pilot's license, making the beginning of his lifelong love affair with aviation. He was drawn to the sense of freedom and adventure that flying provided, and he quickly realized it was more than a hobby. It was a passion that would shape the course of his life. In 1980, he made the decision to join the California Air National Guard, taking a significant step towards realizing his ambitions. His entry into the military was a testament to his dedication and commitment to serving his country. He actively pursued officer training in the U.S. Air Force, undergoing rigorous training and education. In 1981, his hard work and determination paid off when he was commissioned as a second lieutenant in the U.S. Air Force. This achievement was a pivotal moment, and he officially embarked on his military career. He trained on various aircraft, including the F-4 Phantom II, a supersonic fighter jet that demanded the utmost precision and expertise from its pilots. Dean Paul's love for flying was not just a professional pursuit, it was a deeply personal passion that brought him immense joy and fulfillment. He once remarked, quote, "The high I get seeing the sun come up is so great that if I die, it would have been worth it." These words would later take on a haunting significance, but they also served as a testament to the depth of his commitment to aviation. As he progressed, his dedication and skills didn't go unnoticed. He earned the respect and admiration of his fellow pilots and superiors. The tragic training mission. On March 21, 1987, Dean Paul Martin Jr. and his weapons systems officer, Captain Ramon Ortiz, prepared for a routine training flight in the F-4C Phantom jet. As they took to the skies over the San Bernardino Mountains, they encountered a severe snowstorm that significantly reduced visibility. Despite their extensive training and experience, the adverse weather conditions proved to be a formidable challenge. The Ontario Airport controller monitoring the flight grew increasingly concerned as the jets descended to a dangerously low altitude. In a desperate attempt to guide them to safety, the controller provided urgent instructions and warnings. However, the combination of the blinding snowstorm and the treacherous mountain terrain made it nearly impossible for Dean Paul to navigate the jet to a safe landing. In a split second, the unthinkable happened. The F-4C Phantom jet crashed into the side of Mount San Gorgonio at a speed of 400 miles per hour. The impact was instantaneous and devastating. Both Dean Paul and Captain Ortiz perished in the crash.
Martin's remains have not been found yet. After the service, military jets flew overhead in the Lost Man formation.
The loss of Dean Paul Martin Jr. and Captain Ramon Ortiz was a devastating blow to their families, friends, and colleagues. For the Martin family, the tragedy was especially heartbreaking. Dean Paul's father, Dean Martin, was devastated by the loss of his beloved son. The close-knit family, including Dean Paul's siblings and extended relatives, rallied together to support one another through the difficult time. Now it's time to hear from you. Did you know about the ups and downs of Dean Paul Martin Jr.'s life? Let us know in the comments section below.